Blog Talk Radio.
This is the Shanice Lewis Show, the #1 podcast for plus-size women. With your host, the queen of curvy conversation, Shanice Lewis.
Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Shanice Lewis. Today is a Monday, December 11th, 2023. Make sure you're following this show's social media pages on Facebook at The Shanice Lewis Show and on Instagram and Twitter at Shanice Show. And make sure you subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcast provider and never miss a show. Today we have a very special guest, trailblazing Latina singer-songwriter Elle Baez is taking over with her innovative pop soul music and message. Real, authentic, and relatable. Elle is representation for women that have been craving to see themselves in the spotlight. She empowers and inspires others through her captivating hooks, body-positive music videos, versatile writing style, and motto of self-love. Elle just recently dropped her hit single, Fuego, which was featured in Rolling Stone and was named Entertainer of the Year at the Full Figure Industry Awards. As a songwriter, Elle has been featured by the Grammys. She is open for charting artists B. Miller and Leah Kate, been featured in Pop Sugar magazine, and went on a VS Pink sponsored tour. Her ethos is simple: be you, be sexy, and above all, be confident. And we are so excited to welcome Elle to the show. Hi.
Hello. Can you hear me?
How are you doing today?
I am great. How are you?
I'm good. So thank you for joining us. I know you've been busy traveling and just doing the thing.
Yes, I've been becoming a little bit bi-coastal, which is the goal. So I love LA, I love New York, and also a few other spots I've been hitting up. So it's been exciting.
So let's start from the beginning. Growing up, were you always confident, or was that something that you had to grow into as an adult?
Wow, I love this question. I think that I always was confident as a child when I sang. So that was the one thing I could do, was I could get up in front of a big room and belt some notes out, sing my heart out. But when it came to actually talking to people and being in spaces as a normal human being, I was very closed off and shy, and people actually would go see me perform and be really confused why I was so effervescent on stage. But then when I was talking to them one-on-one or when I was in class, I was so reserved, and I think it was because I was bullied. So I was so afraid to just be in spaces, and that fear of being made fun of kind of haunted me for a long time. But as I've grown into an adult, I've allowed my performance confidence to bleed into my personality, and I really feel like I found myself now.
That's awesome. So have you been singing all your life? Did you sing in church, or was it a school choir?
Yes, I sang in church. I sang in my school choirs. I've been singing since I was very little because my dad was a DJ in the 70s in New York City.
Oh.
Yeah, so he has been a DJ in the house since I was like a little baby, just playing disco, funk, jazz, like anything you can imagine, a lot of Latin music. So I grew up hearing this array of music, and I would always sing along, and it just became a thing where I was like, I need to do this. I need to study it, take lessons, sing anywhere I can, and it became my love, yeah.
So before you start singing professionally, what were you doing?
So before professionally, basically I've been studying singing my whole life. So I did it in high school, and then in college I studied music and I studied performance theater. And then post-grad, I was basically starting out my music career, and that's when the pandemic hit, which was kind of crazy. And it actually forced me to go home and really focus on my music career. I kind of was a blessing in disguise. And from there is when I really started to full throttle do this, and I've been doing it since. So it's been a journey, but yeah, before that, it's just been studying and graduating and then navigating this whole industry, which is, as you know, a crazy industry.
Yes. Now, when you told your family that you wanted to pursue music professionally, were they for it since your father was a DJ, or were they like the traditional parents said, no, you need to go to school and get a job so you can make money?
So I would say there's a twofold, because my parents definitely are very, very supportive, and I'm so blessed. I think I'm so thankful and grateful every single day that I have such supportive parents, but they were adamant that I got an education. So they wanted me to go to college and get that degree. That was really, really important to them. And it could be in music, though, which I'm so grateful for. But they did want me to get a minor. So I actually minored in entertainment business. So I learned the business as well, which I'm so glad I did that now that I'm older and can look back. But I do think that my dad especially, and my mom actually, are so supportive because they grew up with absolutely hardly anything. My dad immigrated here from Dominican Republic, and my mom grew up here with her parents who came here from Puerto Rico, and they just did not have the funds to pursue something like this, and you know, the privilege to be able to do it. And I think they saw it in me, and for them to be able to support me and to have me go for it is something I think makes them just feel so full. So yeah.
So what obstacles did you have getting started with your career?
Oh, wow. So, I mean, we'll talk about the fat phobia. We'll talk about the racism. Especially as a little girl growing up as a plus size Latina in a predominantly white neighborhood I grew up in, I did not fit in. And as I entered the entertainment industry, I realized even more that I was this, you know, little glaring, different. I stood out. All these little girls that were singing next to me were thin and mostly white, and I was trying so hard to be seen and be taken seriously, but I feel like a lot of the time I wasn't, and especially put into a lot of boxes I was put into where I only could play certain roles in theater, and that's kind of the big reason why I started to make my own music, was because I was doing this and I said, why am I making myself do things that don't make me happy and playing these roles like the evil villain, all these things, and the horrible, horrible fat phobic and a lot of racist roles as well. I was always told to put on this Latina accent and be this sassy thing. And sure, like I can be sassy, but it's just so stereotypical, which is why I wrote my song Stereotype.
Right.
To be like, I am not your stereotype, and I can be a pop star and be plus size and be Latina. And I am fighting so hard to that and be representation and change the narrative around what a pop star can be, and just show that there are so many diverse, beautiful, talented people in this world, and the society got to change.
Now, do you think the popularity of Lizzo made it a little easier for you as an artist?
100%. I feel like when Lizzo came out, I was just starting, and when she really was popping off, and it gave me such a boost of, wow, this is possible. Look at her go. And it made me feel like there was a new paved way for us, for more plus size artists to be able to have that spotlight as well, which is a lot of my goals, which is why I started the Curvy Artist Collective with my friend Marley in 2018. Started that, and we've been doing recently a lot of body positive based shows with a bunch of different plus size artists. It's called the Bopo Show, and it's been incredible actually to see how much talent there is out there.
And so you are an indie artist, right?
Yes.
So initially, did you try to get a record deal and it was hard to get?
Yeah, so record deals these days are mainly when you are so viral, like on TikTok or something like that, where you're just you're hitting so hard. There's millions and millions of people that have their eyes on you, and it becomes kind of like a bidding war with all the labels to try and get you. And a lot of labels, first of all, don't want to sign a plus size girl. That's very clear. But I would say that a lot of labels these days don't want to sign you until you've built everything up yourself. So
right, they don't want to do the work and invest in people anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. So I've been building and working really hard, and I'm hoping to find a label that will really understand me and my artist project and believe in me, and that's kind of been my goals of recent.
So as an indie artist, do you have to 100% fund all of your projects and all of your shows and everything yourself?
Yep. So indie artists pay for everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything and anything. And we have to pay everyone who's working for us. So you have to pay, as you know, photographers, videographers, producers, mixers, mastering engineers, marketing, PR, everything. So it's all on us, and feel really blessed for is that I have found a lot of brands that really believe in me as well. And I've been working alongside a lot of those brands to, promote them, and then they can help me sponsor and get a lot of things done with my music. So that's been very helpful.
Yeah, that just seems like a lot, because you have to have money to live too.
Yes, you do. And that's a lot of the reason why I would say a lot of very talented people can't do this industry, specifically because of privilege, because of money. And it's also something that needs to be changed in this industry. Like, it's so crazy to me.
Now, when did you discover the plus size community?
Oh my God. So I feel like I was following, as a younger girl in high school, I started to follow maybe a few plus size influencers, and I kind of discovered them, and I was absolutely in love. They definitely gave me a lot of confidence that I needed, and fashion tips, which was good. And then around the time, I think during college, was when I went to the CurvyCon. And yeah, that was my first big plus size event, and I met so many people at that event. It was honestly like I was in a fairy tale. That it was like insane to me that existed. And from there, I followed everyone I met there. And after that is when I started my collective for curvy artists, which was really cool. And that helped me meet a lot of other curvy artists through that. And then I put out my first body positive song, which was my song Paint Me. And with that release, I did a collection of 12 roses, because the song was inspired by Titanic and the character of Rose. So I wanted to do a bunch of girls posing as Rose that were plus size and of different ethnicities and shapes and sizes and colors. So I got 12 girls to pose as Rose, and I made this whole collection from all the girls I had met at the CurvyCon and everyone who I was following. And then I just grew from there. And then I started to discover more and more things. And this community's been so supportive of me and my music. And I make my music for them. So, yeah.
So when you launched, did you initially have body positivity as a part of your brand like it is now, or did it gradually transition into this?
I would say my first song I ever put out was called To Your Lips, and it was more of a woman empowerment song. But I think I had already written Paint Me at that point, and Paint Me was one of Paint Me was the first body positive song I ever wrote. and I knew I was going to put it out. I think that once I put out Paint Me, that was when I really solidified myself as a body positive artist through and through. But I've always kind of known when I started my music career that I wanted to do body positivity, even if it wasn't in my music, just as a spokesperson and as an advocate, because of how hard it was for me to be able to do what I do and what I went through. And I wanted to make my music for the little me, because if she had seen someone like me, then she would have maybe had a lot easier of a time.
Right. Now, speaking of your body positivity songs, you are currently casting for your Love My Body music video. How is that coming along?
Yes. So actually yesterday was the deadline, but I extended it because so many girls DM me and they were like, I really want to submit. I was like, okay. So today is actually going to be the deadline officially at midnight. It's been so surreal, and every single video is incredible. Oh my gosh. Like, I did not expect this song to reach as far as it's reaching so far. And I cannot wait to make a music video with all of these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful women and make something that really is universal and can help people that need it.
That's awesome. And you are based in New York, so everybody that wants to be in your music videos, they have to travel to New York?
Yes. So the music video will be shot in New York. So anybody who gets cast, we'll give you the dates, we'll give you the window, and hopefully you can make it. If not, we are thinking about maybe doing a little like virtual moment at the end of the video or something cute like that so that we can include more girls. But if not, we also are thinking of just doing a whole like compilation of everybody's videos who submitted as well, so everybody can have a little moment to shine.
That's awesome. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you so much.
And you recently won Entertainer of the Year at the Full Figure Industry Awards, and I was there and I got to see you perform live. And so you're an amazing performer.
Thank you so much. That was so much fun. That whole experience was, incredible.
So do you enjoy performing like when it's at a plus size event, or like do you get different energy there than you do if it's just, mainstream audience?
100%. Yeah, I would say performing for plus size audiences is my favorite. Obviously, everyone gets it. They relate. They're singing along a lot of the time. A lot of my fans are just so in it. And performing at that event was super, super cool because it was a stage, this high raised stage and a real theater. So it felt so like I really was performing, like, here we go. We're off to the Grammys next. Like, let's do it.
Yes. Yes. And so were you excited that you took away Entertainer of the Year?
Oh, my God, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I was, honestly, that whole experience was so nerve-wracking because you just, like, don't know. And, you were honored. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Of course. But, yeah, I was, like, shaking. I was like, oh, my gosh. And it was so incredible. And I'm just thankful. And the whole award show is so important for our industry. We really, really need to like celebrate each other more, and like how we met, it's connections, it's meeting new people and growing together.
Absolutely. Now, who are you looking to connect and collaborate with in the future?
Ooh, what a question. Okay. So I grew up singing along to a lot of big powerhouse vocalists. So I would say I had Mariah Carey on repeat, Kelly Clarkson. I want to be on her show. I want to sing with her. And Demi Lovato. I was always very connected to Demi and Christina Aguilera because they're both Latina, and they both got a little bit of curves happening. So it gave me a little bit of like seeing of myself a bit in somebody. But also their vocals are just absolutely insane. So I would love to do some big duet moments with them and be able to sing with other big vocalists like that.
And so you also with who you can connect with in the Plus community.
Ooh, okay. In the Plus community. I have absolutely been loving this artist named Lucala. I don't know if you know her. Yeah, I've been loving her stuff. She's plus size, and she just did a song with Lotto, actually, and it was a great song. So she's a pop queen. So I'd love to connect with her more. And there's another girl named Courtney Govan, who's also a plus size artist, who I've been loving her music. So I would love to hopefully meet them soon and make some more body positive bops.
And are you like looking for designers to dress you? Like, are you looking for plus size events to book you to come to the show?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I would absolutely love to have more plus size designers. I feel like it's so hard to find. I like bright colors like pinks and oranges, and find plus size clothing in those styles that really are pop and speak. And I would love to work with more plus size designers that can really reflect that. And honestly, any plus size artists, like makeup artists, photographers, videographers, anything like that, I'm so open to collaborating further and making more art together. So yeah, I would love that.
And if they're listening, what's the best way to contact you?
The best way to contact me would be to email me. It's ellebaezmusic@gmail.com. So it's just my name and then music@gmail.com.
Now, where can we purchase and stream your music?
So I'm on every single streaming platform, wherever you listen to music. So if it's Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Tidal, Amazon Music, what else? Wherever you stream your music, you can buy my stuff off on iTunes if you want to buy it for yourself to own it. And I even have songs on SoundCloud as well. So wherever you listen. And I have my music videos up on YouTube for you to watch. A lot of body positive ones you can check out. And yeah, I think that's everything with my music.
And so you can't buy hard copies of music anymore now. That's outdated.
So it costs so much money to like make a vinyl or a CD, but I'm manifesting in 2024 that I'll be at the point where maybe I can make some cute little vinyls or some CDs for you all. And yeah, if you really want a hard copy though, you can always email me and say, hey, I really, really want a CD of XYZ, and I'll make it happen for you. We can mail it out to you and everything. So let me know.
I thought the technology was just outdated. I didn't know it was because of the cost too.
Well, I guess technology is outdated. I would say vinyls would be cost. CDs probably not a cost thing, but I just haven't made them. But if somebody really wants a CD, I'll make one for them. I love that. Yeah.
And so, do you have anything else happening we can be on the lookout for?
Alrighty. So my new song, Love My Body, is dropping, my new body positive song, on January 5th. And then the music video will be out in February. So you can be on the lookout for both of those drops. And then I'm going to have my sophomore EP dropping in 2024. So lots of new music. And I'm manifesting a tour to come to a city near you.
Yes, I don't know if you know this, but I'm in Louisiana. So you have to come down to New Orleans and perform.
Oh my gosh, I did not know that. And New Orleans has been on my bucket list. So now I got to go.
Yes, that has to be on your tour for sure.
Yeah.
And we'll have all the plus size girls down here waiting to cheer you on.
Oh, I love that.
And you can get some good food down here too.
Yes, I've been dying to go down there for the food. It looks just like all the celebrations there and really good vibes.
Yes, yes. Now, before you go, tell us your official website and social media pages.
Okay, so my website is ellebaez.com, and that will have all of my information, my music. It'll have my merch. I do have lots of cute body positive pieces you could check out. And I'll have my show dates, any upcoming shows, so you can check that out as well. And then my Instagram and my TikTok are both Elle with an underscore and then Baez, so Baez. And then I also have my channel on Instagram you can join. I call it my Baez, because you're all my Baez. So you can join that to get updates regularly. And then also my YouTube is Elle Baez Music, and iTunes, again, Spotify, just type in my name, Elle Baez, and I'll come up.
Well, that is awesome. It's been a pleasure speaking with you today and learning more about you. And anytime you want to promote something, just let me know. You have a platform. And if you have some plus-size sisters in music, let me know. You know, I love to have them on my platform, too, because I'm kind of stuck in 90s R&B, so I don't always know the latest stuff going on. So you got to tell me who I need to get on.
Oh, I would love that. I'm gonna follow you on Curvy Artist Collective, which you can also follow at Curvy Artist Collective to see a lot of different curvy artists. But yeah, I would love to have you connect with more of the plus size artists in the collective. That'd be amazing. But also, I love 90s R&B. That's like one of my OG faves. So yes.
Yes. Well, you got to hit me to the new curvy girl, so I'm be in the loop.
Yes, I got you.
So thanks again for being on the show today, and continued success with everything you have going on. And anytime I can support you, just let me know.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thanks for having this platform, and you're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, and we'll be talking soon.
Okay. Talk soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And thank you to my guest this evening. Make sure you follow her, download the music. We definitely want to support and lift her up. I've been your host this evening, Shanice Lewis. Thank you for tuning in and supporting. Until next time, keep thriving in your curves and be blessed.
You've been listening to The Shanice Lewis Show. For more info about the show, visit ShaniceLewisShow.com.